fights.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
What's up, Brewskis?
Bye.
Boom.
Welcome in, boys, to the Bets on Brewskis Podcast. We're back after a couple weeks off. The NFL season ended. We took a short break. We're back. Free agency's been happening. Franchise tags. We also had a great UFC card this last week. As always, my name's Elliot. I'm joined with Brenton Bad Brewski Bradford and Matthew Fagan.
How
All
we
right,
doing?
boys, what do you got? Yeah, you got
I'm
anything?
actually not in a car. This is just green screen because I didn't want to make the guys feel left out. So
Yeah, we're all three on the road this week, so
No, Bradford just said he's in his bed.
I'm clearly
Oh, that's
I
true,
just got a
yeah.
green screen. This is a fake steering wheel that's oddly
we're all
weathered.
being very safe right now.
My eyes are
Well-
on the road.
Well, Bradford, I think possibly the biggest news of the offseason so far is that the Ravens have officially placed the non-exclusive franchise tag on Lamar Jackson. So now anybody can come in and try to offer him a deal to sign with their team. And then the Ravens have the option to either match it or
Let him walk for
ask-
2
yeah.
first rounders.
and ask for picks. So what are your thoughts on that, pal?
I was displeased to see that he did not get his contract. I really don't know what to think because I still think a deal is very, very likely going to get done. They would be the laughingstock of the league if they let this man walk. I mean, the Giants just gave fucking Danny Dimes, 140 mil, 3 years.
I think it was 160
About 160
4
mil,
years.
4 years.
Even worse, 160
40
mil.
million.
I think only 80 of it's guaranteed though, because I think they have the
I
option
know.
to cut him after 2 years.
Yeah, because Lamar wants it all guaranteed, which is kind of absurd.
Yeah.
I mean,
Does he want the full contract guaranteed, or does he want like 200 million guaranteed at least? Like, is that what the asking price is?
I'm
does he
not
want,
really
like a
sure.
fully guaranteed contract.
The problem is Deshaun Watson got his 240 mil fully guaranteed, or 200 whatever his was fully guaranteed, which is just a ridiculous contract. Lamar wants a bunch guaranteed, but I think if they gave him like 250 with 200 guaranteed, I think that would be acceptable.
That's what I'm saying.
The problem is he wants so much guaranteed that the only other contract like it out there is Deshaun Watson. Right?
Well, the Ravens are not interested in signing him for more than 4 or 5 years, I would guess.
But you
Obviously,
could do a 5-year 240, or 250 million even, with 200 guaranteed.
I don't know. Why don't you go fucking talk to goddamn Eric DaCosta and get the shit
Well,
done, Elliot?
so here's my thing about it is. So no, I think that they're trying to do everything that they can to sign Lamar, but Lamar doesn't have an agent.
Yeah,
That
I
is
was going
the
to say
biggest
that
problem
too.
with this whole situation is because he hasn't had an agent that can go and talk to him and negotiate the best price for him. He's doing it himself. So what has happened is the Ravens are in the best position possible right now, where they just said, well, we can non-exclusive franchise tag him, and then other teams will come in here, negotiate a price, and then we can match whatever they offer. And if no teams do that, then we get Lamar for cheap. It's ridiculous that Lamar doesn't have an agent. The man is standing, in his current position, can make $250 million. And
It's like,
and the only reason he won't sign an agent is because they cost him 10% of his contract. I don't even know if it's that much, but it's kind of a ridiculous thing. Yeah, it's a really low percentage for how much money he stands to make.
It's like representing yourself in a fucking murder trial. Like, that just is not a good idea, man.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
And when people go ahead, Matt.
Go ahead. I just think, like, I don't know. I get the whole agent thing. Like, they're always working for you and they're working with other teams to try and, like, get you the best deal possible. But I don't know if that's the only reason why he's not getting, like, a big contract. I think the Ravens, like, as much as they want to say that they like him and they want to pay him or whatever, I don't think that they truly want him to be their franchise quarterback. I think they still see a
You
lot of,
shut your fucking mouth, bitch.
I think they still see a lot of like red flags with him getting hurt and stuff. So I don't know if that's, I don't know. That's just what it feels like to me, because they just won't pay him. And obviously he deserves more. Like Kyler Murray just got what, like 160 or 180 million guaranteed.
180.
You're telling me Lamar Jackson isn't better than Kyler Murray and deserves at least a little more than that? Like,
here's the question though: is it just that the Arizona Cardinals is a poorly run organization, and they shouldn't have signed Kyler Murray to 180 mil guaranteed, or is
it doesn't?
That Lamar Jackson is really worth that amount? And I would say that he is worth that amount. Any injury, that is some concern.
Either way, it doesn't fucking matter. You already set the market for the quarterback to be worth that much money. So, like, same thing they did with Deshaun Watson. Same thing that happened with fucking Christian Kirk. You're telling me Christian Kirk, like, you thought coming out of Arizona was worth $20 million or whatever in a year? Like, no, but that's what the market was set at, and now you have to pay them with that. Like, that's fucking business, baby.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think it hurt. Let me run in here real quick.
Yeah.
I think it hurt that, like, yeah, obviously Lamar got hurt at the end of the season last season, but there were rumors like, oh, he's gonna play this week. He could play this week. He could play this week. It was almost like 3 or 4 weeks in a row where it was like that. I feel like he honestly could have played and would have played if he was under a deal, but I think he held out so that he could at least be healthy. Oh, is Matt still there? Yeah, just to be healthy come to contract negotiation time. Because, like, what's worse than being injured and trying to get money in the NFL?
Yeah. So the other thing is, I mean, how many teams that we think need a quarterback have come out and said that they're not interested in pursuing Lamar? I think the Commanders and the Falcons were the big two that said that. And the report was that the reason they don't want to pursue him is because they're going to be doing all the groundwork on negotiating this deal for Lamar. And then all the Ravens have to do is come in and match it. And then they've done all this work for nothing. So, again, this is a point where Lamar could have an agent that was already out negotiating these types of things. And then it makes it a lot easier on him. But I don't know. This whole situation
I do agree with
seems to be
that. I agree with that take a lot for sure. Like, that definitely makes a lot of sense. But, like, I don't think that that's the only reason why him and the Ravens can't get a deal is because, like, he doesn't have an agent. Like, I think the Ravens just...
Boys, how much do you think the Battlehawks would be willing to pay Lamar Jackson?
They would give him the keys to the fucking city.
As a Battlehawks fan, I'm willing to give him $250 million guaranteed right now.
Yeah,
I don't care if nobody else is on the fucking playing field.
Well, we better get our tickets now then, because those ticket prices are going to skyrocket.
Yeah.
They're down, all right.
Yeah. No,
I love being stuck behind a goddamn semi.
The Lamar situation, I don't think is great right now. And, I mean, if a team doesn't put in an offer on him, which I think a team eventually will, but the Ravens will match whatever they throw at him. Is there any chance
unless it's something ridiculous?
Unless they fucking pull a Cleveland Browns move and back up 250 guaranteed to him, then the Ravens aren't going to do that.
Yeah, that's very true.
Which I could see somebody like the Panthers doing that.
Yeah, like dumbass organization.
Yeah, David Tepper down there doesn't know what to do with his money other than spend all of it on anything possible. So just go ahead and back up a Brinks truck right to Lamar Jackson. Why not? He'll save your team for a couple of years, but you literally just got probably the worst head coach of all time, and you got rid of Christian McCaffrey, who might be the greatest running back of all time. So you're kind of a dumpster fire.
I love that you still have a lot of disdain for Frank Reich.
Fuck that dude.
He's so mad.
He's terrible.
I'd take him on the Bears. Send him over.
Yeah, of course you would.
You'll take anybody on the fucking Bears. You'll take a convicted felon on the Bears. You'll take a goddamn pedophile on the Bears if you can play football.
You want Deshaun?
Yeah. Give me Deshaun. All right. Let's see. The other big one that we mentioned was Danny Dimes signed a contract, $160 million for 4 years. A lot of people are talking about how Danny Dimes just fleeced the New York Giants. I think it's not a bad deal, though. I mean, I think it's only $80 million guaranteed. They have the option to cut him after 2 years. I believe that's also in the contract. He did well for him this last year. I think with improved offensive line, improved receivers, I think he could be a good asset for their team. You guys got any opinions on that?
Yeah, they franchise tagged Saquon along with that, so they're keeping. I mean, they're two studs on offense. They got to get some help around Danny Dimes for sure, because he can't be throwing the ball to fucking Isaiah Hodgins and fucking Richie James all year again. Although those two did show out, he needs some fucking help. Maybe go get DeAndre Hopkins. Who knows?
They'll bring Odell back.
Nah, D-Hop to the Ravens.
Ooh, bringing Odell back would be interesting.
How are the Ravens going to be able to afford DeAndre Hopkins and Lamar Jackson?
Well, they don't have to.
We'll figure it out.
Okay. Yeah.
Salary cap.
Danny Dimes basically.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I talking? Did the middle of my sentence interrupt the beginning of yours?
We're on a bit of a delay here, Bradford.
Yeah, I know. Go ahead. I already forgot what I was going to say.
Breaking news whenever I opened my phone earlier. The Texans have to give up a 5th-round pick because of a salary cap violation. Which, whatever. It's a 5th-round pick, but what the fuck are you doing? Like, just...
Oh, man. There goes a prospect O-lineman.
Who do they have? Who do they have that they have signed for that much money that they're over the salary
That's what
cap?
I'm saying. Like, how are you not under the fucking salary cap when you have Davis Mills as your fucking quarterback and literally nobody else? Like, you have Brandon Cooks, but that's it. Like,
Bro,
yeah.
Are they still paying David Johnson?
Probably.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I think he's still on the Texans, isn't he?
Still paying D-Hop.
Probably still paying D-Hop. They got absolutely fleeced in that deal. Yeah. D-Hop can come on over to the Colts. Probably one of the bigger, like, official things that have happened. I mean, Lamar Jackson franchise tag was official, but, like, we still don't know what the end result of him will be. Derek Carr getting signed to the Saints was pretty surprising. I saw that the other day, and I was just like, I mean, I don't mind it. Like, he's going into a division that absolutely fucking sucks, where neither, like, the Saints are the only team that have quarterback. I mean, I guess they just have Sam Darnold. I don't know. Like, are they going to stick with him, though? Like, I think Derek Carr going to the Saints is a pretty good move for them. They're now the one the division, too.
We're losing Matt.
Look, I'm just not sure if Derek Carr is that much better than Jameis Winston.
Yeah, but Jameis Winston can't stay healthy.
Well, I mean,
wasn't he healthy towards the end of the season? And then they let Andy Dalton go ahead and run it. They let the red fucking retard take care of things towards the end.
I don't know. As much as we want to shit on Derek Carr, though, he's not like he's better than Andy Dalton and Jameis Winston. Like, he's not.
I'm saying, but is he that much better?
Yeah.
He's not a top tier quarterback for sure, but he's probably top 20 in the league. And I don't know that you can argue that Jameis Winston and Andy Dalton are top 20 in the league.
How much did he pay?
That's a wide margin, though. That's not like...
Dude, I'd be top 20 in the league. Shit.
Yeah, that's... I mean, I could see the argument for maybe top 15 quarterback in the league. I like Derek Carr. I've always thought he was like a good quarterback, but I just don't see him being a Super Bowl caliber quarterback, especially on a team like the Saints that weren't very good last year. Alvin Kamara has kind of dropped off. Their defense wasn't as good as it has been in the past. I just don't know what the Saints are going to be. They're not going to have Michael Thomas most likely. They have a good young receiving core.
Well, it's not like it would fucking matter if they did, though.
Yeah.
Michael Thomas has been unavailable. Michael Thomas has been like an unavailable stepfather.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Derek Carr is really going to add to the
Just
Saints.
Comes in to plow your mom every once in a while. Please. Eat your fruit snack. Don't fuck off.
I'm losing both of you right now.
Sorry, going through the boonies, bud.
I'm getting Bradford.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. The Derek Carr signing is so for me. I think the Saints are the favorites to win the division right now. I would take them to win the division right now. That's purely because the other teams don't have a quarterback, really. The only other one that I would consider is the Panthers. I kind of like Sam Darnold. I also like Frank Reich more than Matt does. So.
Well, I talked all shit on Frank Reich, whatever, but I did almost put the Panthers. I did almost put a ticket in for the Panthers to win the. Like they have top and big, and I kind of do see them moving free agency for somebody. Like I could see them going after maybe Anthony Richardson or Will Levis or like somebody like that. Well, I don't think they'll get Stroud or Young, but I could see them maybe trying to take one of those quarterbacks, and who knows? I mean, maybe those guys will be good, especially if they get Anthony Richardson. Like, I don't know, he had a super impressive combine, but I don't know how good he'll be.
I mean, he was terrible at Florida.
Yeah, but he also was thrown to the deafening blind in Florida. So
yeah, I don't know. I just don't see.
None of his receivers were any good at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's going to be one of those guys that everybody talks about how awesome he was at the combine, but he just never really works out in the NFL. I could be very wrong.
It was honestly more, and this again could like you said, like this could be another Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
Like we see him throw the ball 2 times, and then we're like, oh my god. But
good old Jamarcus Russell.
How easy it looked for him to. Well, just how easy it looked for him to flip that ball like 65 yards down the field right in a bucket. Like, I don't know. It was kind of impressive.
Also at a combine, no pressure on him. And the one thing that has been historically difficult to teach quarterbacks is accuracy. The only recent case where it's been successful is Josh Allen. So if he struggles with accuracy and he doesn't have a coach that's going to be able to teach him how to be more accurate, then he's going to struggle a lot. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I still think he's probably the 3rd or 4th best quarterback. C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young are just both way above both him and Will Levis.
Yeah. Like, if I need them to get C.J. Stroud, please, for the love of God, move up to 1 and get C.J. Stroud. Like, we just can't.
Are you talking about the Colts?
Jesus Christ, dude.
No, none of this.
Dude is out in Yodi land. He's fucking. I haven't seen his face move in ages. He just comes through screaming every once in a while.
I'm going through the booties right now, boys.
There you are. We can hear you now.
Clear as fucking day.
Sorry, I was fucking going through the boonies over here, boys. I was just. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
I was just cutting a massive promo about if the Colts can go after and settle for Will Levis instead of like going after C.J. Stroud. Like I move up to number 1 and get C.J. Stroud, but don't settle for like a fucking mid-tier quarterback.
Don't struggle for a quarterback from fucking Kentucky.
Uh-huh.
Like, who really wants the University of Kentucky's quarterback?
He had one good season 2 years ago.
Yeah, from a basketball school. like it's gonna turn into the Mitch Trubisky issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. The dude went 7-6 at fucking Kentucky, and he's getting talked about as if he's like the fucking best quarterback of all time.
Well, he's got all the physical attributes, and that's why people.
Physical attributes don't mean fucking shit.
Yeah, he's tall and white. That doesn't fucking make you a top tier quarterback. Just because you have massive hands for you to wank your meat with doesn't mean you can sling the pill around on Sundays.
Fucking big
But
hands,
that's what
small
some people
meat.
see.
Who,
Yeah,
like
and those
fucking
people
85-year-old scouts who are like, I remember when fucking Joe Namath came out of this college. He looks just like him.
Yeah, no, that's what a lot of it is they want their prototypical quarterback, and that's what they see is somebody big, strong, can throw the ball a mile.
Yep. Well, speaking of Joe Namath, who played for the New York Football Jets, the Jets
What a segue.
have been. Yeah, thank you very much. The Jets have been in talks with
Stop blue balling us.
Aaron Rodgers the past couple of days. And the Jets are now number 2 in the AFC East and with odds to win the division. So a lot of people think Aaron Rodgers is coming out of the darkness and he is finding his light in New York in MetLife Stadium with the Jets.
I think that would be absolute insanity, to be honest. I
think it would be dog
couldn't
shit.
imagine it. Well, no. I'm saying, like, just like the spectacle of it, like, holy shit, Aaron Rodgers left.
I mean,
Yeah.
Favre did the same exact thing. Like, I can't stand Aaron Rodgers. I'll never like him. I mean, the man has been holding the media hostage where everybody, like, he wants the media to just at all times of the day. He does. He knows.
Hater.
Dude, but he's like, no, I got to go in this darkness retreat so I can figure out what I'm going to do. No, the man knows what he's going to do. Like, that he does this every single year. He's been doing it for a couple of years now. He's holding the Packers hostage. How can the Packers still like him as a quarterback when he holds their team hostage like this every year? And I hope he goes to the Jets, and I hope he wins a Super Bowl. So this sorry organization of the Packers can cry all they want about how they only got one Super Bowl with his historical talent of a quarterback. I don't like the man, but I want him to win a Super Bowl with the Jets. I think that would be so funny.
Yeah.
How is he holding the Packers hostage? They have Jordan Love that they've said they would back him up.
But after franchise tagging, it is a lot of quarterbacks have been signed already, and he's just sitting here like, oh, I don't know, man. Like.
It doesn't matter. They're not going to go after anybody if they trade Aaron Rodgers. They're going to go to Jordan Love.
It doesn't matter. The fact is, he knows his decision. He just hasn't said it yet because he wants everybody to talk about him all the time. He wants to be the center of attention. He does. It's ridiculous.
You're getting so heated right now.
I think somebody's mad that we're not talking about Justin Fields right now.
Say about Justin Fields right now. The dude's a dog.
Yeah, okay.
Give us some
new fucking headlines.
See, what was another? Oh, the Rams are trying to move on from Matthew Stafford.
Are they actually?
Reports came out today that the Rams are shopping around Matt Stafford as a trade.
Damn. Who's gonna take
there's
his
a headline
ass?
for you.
Well, who are they going to get? I mean, are they just going to stick with Baker?
They're just going to rebuild because they released Bobby Wagner. I believe Jalen Ramsey and
he's on the block.
Matt Stafford. They're both on the trading block. Probably a couple others as well. I think they're just trying to get every single pick because they have sold every single pick over the last several years.
Could they stay with Baker?
I think so. I think he only signed a 1-year contract, or maybe he signed 2 years. I don't know, but I know he probably wouldn't be very much to say to keep him on.
I mean, he did good with those few games that he was in, but
Yeah,
I don't
know.
Baker Mayfield.
Baker's
the Rams
a
are
solid
a shit show.
B-tier quarterback. So.
Nah, dude, Baker's like a little bit better than Johnny Football, and that's it.
Okay, who's better, Baker Mayfield or Derek Carr?
No, Derek Carr.
Derek Carr.
Deshaun Watson, Derek Carr.
Deshaun Watson probably. Depends. I mean,
he hasn't played in a while.
I was really last year. I think in current form, I got to go with Derek Carr. But if Deshaun Watson has a better season, obviously Deshaun Watson. I just don't know what he's going to be.
Billy, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard you say. Well, right now, Derek Carr, because he had a better season last season. But if Deshaun has a better season this season, then I'll take him.
You see my point, though. Like, at this moment right now, I would say Derek Carr is the better quarterback because I don't know what Deshaun Watson, if he's ever going to return to what he was.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I think what you're saying is the ceiling for Deshaun Watson is much higher.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
Than Derek Carr.
That's a good way to put it.
Deshaun Watson has the potential to be fucking elite, but
now here's the better question.
He can't he can't stop getting his fucking meat tugged around. So
here's the better question because they both signed contracts. Danny Dimes or Derek Carr?
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr. Oh God, but Danny Dimes does have some nice legs on him.
Yeah, but I think
the age difference. I think I'd rather have Danny because he's got more mobility.
I don't mind the signing from the Giants. I just still don't trust Danny.
I'm unconvinced.
He had one good year. Like, let's see it again before we fucking give him $160 million. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I get it. They were kind of pushed. Like, they had to either get a deal done with Saquon or a deal done with Danny, or they were going to probably lose Saquon. And, like, you can't lose him. Like, I don't know. Did you want to franchise tag him and get a deal done with Saquon and pay him for 5 years and then he gets hurt and doesn't ever play again?
I think the end of like the time there, especially over the last couple of years, we saw just massive contracts for running backs like Zeke,
Le'Veon,
yeah, those big contracts. I think we're coming to the end of those because teams are finally realizing that, hey, running back contracts like that hardly ever work out. So,
did you see where the Titans might be shopping Derrick Henry?
Yep.
And they're probably getting rid of Ryan Tannehill too.
Is he even still under contract, or is his?
I'm not really sure, to be honest, but I know there's a possibility that they will release him.
They let go of Taylor Wan, who was their best offensive lineman. Now they're shopping Derrick Henry. Are they just going into a full rebuild?
Might as well.
Yeah.
The Jaguars are going to run the South for probably next year and maybe the year after that. But then, don't you worry, the mighty horses will be back.
Yeah. Do we have any other NFL stuff to talk about?
Not really. I think we covered it all, to be honest. I don't know what else. Like, are there any other, like, big deadlines that we're coming up on? Like, A-Rod is basically the only one that, like...
I mean, there's like a July something for Lamar, but...
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll figure something out by then.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been talking about contract for 2 years now, the Ravens and Lamar. I don't think 2 months is going to... I don't know.
Very, very true. We shall see. We shall see.
It sounds like the Ravens are talking to a guy named Rick Wall.
Ravens fans are pissed.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Obviously.
Do you want them to pay him?
I want them to come to an agreement. I don't want them to just be like, all right, here's everything that we have. Thanks for ruining the team.
I mean, they don't really have anybody else around him. They have Mark Andrews, but that's about it.
And if it comes to it, and he's on, he wants way too much money, fuck. Then I guess we'll just have to take those 2 first-rounders and go shopping.
Where's all their money at right now? Like, is it all in the offensive line, or like is it all in the defense?
No, it's got to be all in the defense, dude. Marcus Peters, Marlon Humphrey. We just signed Marcus Williams last year to a nice deal.
Roquan Smith's gonna some money.
Roquan got a big chunk of things. And so yeah, it's mostly in the defense. I mean, Ronnie Stanley on the left tackle has got a pretty solid deal. And Mark Andrews just got paid too, didn't he?
I don't know, did he?
I thought he got a deal.
I think he got a deal, but I don't know if it was like gigantic.
Massive. Yeah.
I mean, I thought he got paid reasonably well.
I mean, probably, but
good for the white boy.
Oh well, we'll see. When's the draft? April?
Yeah. Yeah. Like 20s, April 20 something.
Well, we'll probably get back on here at some point and talk about the draft once a little more.
We should do a draft special live.
Ooh, while
we
the
could
draft
possibly
is
do
going
that.
on.
Yeah, that sounds like a good time.
Yeah, I mean, just set it up in person at Elliott's abode. Be a Thursday evening, first round of the draft.
I'll get my CJ Stroud jersey.
I'll get my 13
right before the draft.
Miller Lights.
Fuck you, Elliott.
And the Ravens trade up and snag CJ Stroud instead.
That's fine. Trade us Lamar.
Do you want to pay him?
Yeah. Who gives a fuck? We've dumped out fucking
I was about to say,
$150 million to Carl Wentz and Phil Rivers and fucking Matt Ryan over the past 3 years. So, yes, please give me Lamar Jackson.
I guess it comes to I do want to pay him. I just want to pay him because, like, we know what we've got, and he's made the playoffs 4 out of the last 5 years that he's been there. So, like, just fucking pay the dude.
I agree. All right, boys. Well, I think that about wraps up the pod.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you boys be careful going home. Bradford, if you decide to hit a tree, please get it on video.
I'm going to find the biggest one, and it's going to be instantly posted to bestgore.com.
Well, we just need to post that as like a YouTube short on our Bets and Brewskis page.
There we go.
Fair enough.
So we got some views.
Those YouTube shorts are key.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I hear that's where it's at.
All right, boys. You take care. Thank you all for watching and listening to our terrible takes.
We'll see you whenever we see you.
Bye, Brewskis. Bye.
Bye, Brewskis.